What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Pure Elite Gaming, and we are back with yet another one. And today, we're here to talk about a little bit of Spider-Man on the channel. But first, if you haven't subscribed yet, please web bomb that subscribe button right there for more content. So as I was rewatching the Spider-Man cartoon that came out in the 90s, and I rewatched it all the way through, and it just left me like with a bunch of questions. The biggest question is, what happened to Mary Jane? It's the biggest question, right? Well, I really do believe we are going to get an answer to that, because there is a clip from the Xmen 97 continuation, and it's from when Magneto, hit the world with electromagnetic pulse and shut everything down. But before he did that, well, as he was in the process of doing that, they showed a shot of New York, and you saw Spider-Man and Mary Jane. Actually, it was Peter Parker and Mary Jane, but you know what I'm saying. So anyway, that led me to believe that they're probably going to do the same thing that they did with X-Men 97. And we're going to get a continuation from the Spider-Man series. Now, me personally, I was a little bit more of a fan of the original Spider-Man series from the 90s versus the original X-Men series from the 90s. Spider-Man to me was just a little bit better because it had a little bit better animation and production behind it. I feel that the X-Men cartoon was like a scale down a little bit. So I would be so excited. I would be pumped if they did that, if they came out with a continuation for that Spider-Man cartoon. And just imagine how good it would look, because you guys see how good X-Men 97 looks. I think that would be phenomenal, and I think now is the best time to do it and capitalize on the popularity of Spider-Man, because Spider-Man is always going to be popular. And they just had a couple of Spider-Man movies come out, and Spider-Man played a big role in the Avengers movies. So why not? When I go outside or whatever during like school time and I see the little kids walking around with their Spider-Man backpacks, Spider-Man lunch boxes, why not capitalize off that popularity? The wall crawler is so freaking popular, so why not come out with a continuation of that cartoon? And also, I think they should do it because I feel that last season of the cartoon from the 90s was rushed. And I never noticed it back then. I was so disappointed that it ended. I never really sat down and just took it in and saw it for what it was. And it seemed like they just rushed it. The Insidious Six and the versus the Fallen Six or whatever, the heroes, the Forgotten Six. They rushed that in like 2 episodes, and I'm like, man, you could have told a whole arc with that. They could have done a whole season just off of that arc, but Captain America and the Red Skull came out of the vortex, and then the very next episode, they're right back in the vortex. I'm like, man, they could have did a story, and they could have prolonged it a little bit. I felt like that last season was rushed, and it had me yearning for more, but we didn't get it. And here we are, over 20 years later, and I'm clamoring for more. I'm really clamoring for more. And I just want to know, how did Mary Jane get out of that vortex that she was in? Because she accidentally fell into one of those portals that the Green Goblin opened, and she's been stuck in there this whole time in suspended animation. And then Mary Jane got cloned from Hydro Man, and that was just a whole big mess. And they rushed that. Like 1 minute the clone Mary Jane shows up, her and Peter get married, and then the next minute. So I felt like there was so much more that could have been explored and could have been told, but I felt like they just rushed everything together to try to tie pieces together and just poof. Not even going to get started on the whole Spider Carnage and the different Spider-Mans from the end of the cartoon, because they told that in like an episode or two, and I'm like, even with that, they could have spun that off and done a whole series behind it. Like, they literally tried to wrap up the whole cartoon in like 8 episodes. Come on, man. Come on, Marvel or Disney, whoever's behind Spider-Man now. Like, hear my cries. Hear our cries for a continuation from the Spider-Man cartoon from the 90s. Pick up right where we left off. But just please don't modernize it. Don't modernize it. And for those that understand me and know me personally, know what I mean when I say don't modernize something. But that's all I got for this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think? Would you be excited to see a Spider-Man from the 90s continuation? Or do you think they should just leave that in the 90s? But either way, however you feel about it, drop down in the comment section and let's have a peaceful conversation. And I'll catch you on the next one.